Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Jared from Hike Solo Outdoors, and today we are in western Iowa hiking the Loess Hills. Today we are in the Loess Hills in western Iowa. And the Loess Hills are a geological formation that span most of western Iowa. And what loess is it's a German word that means loose, and it refers to the type of soil that's around here. The soil that's in the Loess Hills is a grayish yellow silt type soil that was thought to be left over from lakes and glaciers all the way from thousands and thousands of years ago. In fact, the Loess Hills themselves are thought to have formed in Iowa about 25,000 years ago when a glacier descended away from this area and filled in with lake water, which then dried up, leaving a bunch of silt and sediment behind, which then formed the base of the Loess Hills. What ended up happening after the water dried up is wind came along in the Missouri River Valley and actually ended up blowing the sediment up along the edges of the valley for about 200 miles along the Missouri River Valley, which is what started the base of the Loess Hills. And what we're left with now is some very steep and winding foothills that are a lot of fun to hike. So let's go check them out. One very significant thing about the Loess Hills in Iowa is how deep the loess itself goes. The loess being the soil or silt that makes up these hills, of course. Outside of one area near the Yellow River in China, this is the deepest area of this type of loess in the world, which makes this a globally significant area. It's home to unique plant life, animals that can't survive anywhere else. And if this area gets in danger, their whole ecosystem could be in danger. The specific area of the Loess Hills that we are hiking in today is called the Hitchcock Nature Center. It's a large nature preserve that has hiking trails and camping. The trail we're doing in the Hitchcock Nature Center is called the Hitchcock Nature Loop. And it combines a lot of different trails in the park for about a 6.5 mile loop that has about 1,300 to 1,400 feet of elevation gain. I think that experienced hikers as well as intermediate hikers should have no issue with these hills as long as you're okay doing a few sections of steep incline and decline. As far as the diversity of the park goes, it's pretty incredible. There's a lot of grasslands, large trees, some ponds, and there's tons of wildlife out here. One thing to keep in mind is they do active research here at Hitchcock Nature Center. So depending on what time of year you come, there may be a few trails that are closed. There are actually 1 or 2 trails that are closed right now, but nothing that'll hinder your hiking experience here. So we're about 3 miles into our hike, and one of the things that has amazed me the most about the Hitchcock Nature Center is just the diversity of ecosystems here. Right now we are walking through an old oak forest, but just a few minutes ago we were in grasslands, and even before that we were in an area with a large pond that had a lot of aquatic life as well as small bird life. So the diversity of this park is incredible. And if you guys want to go on a relatively short hike where you get plenty of diversity of ecosystem, I would highly recommend Hitchcock Nature Center. So we are standing at one of the highest points in elevation at the Hitchcock Nature Center. We're right about 1,300 feet above sea level, and we are at the end of the Angel's Dead End Trail. So you can get to the Angel's Dead End Trail pretty easy via the Fox Run Trail, but if you do want to come up from the center of the nature area on the Angel's Dead End Trail, get ready because the climb at the end is extremely intense. So this trail was only supposed to be 6.5 miles, but adventure got the best of me, and we just went over 8 miles on our hike, and we still have a little bit to go. I don't really think I can tell you how beautiful it is out here. It's just incredible. The diversity of the ecosystems is amazing, and it's just an overall amazing part of the country. So instead of trying to explain it to you guys, just take a look at all the beauty that's around us. So we're back in the car. We just finished up at the Hitchcock Nature Center. And I have to tell you guys, the Loess Hills area of Iowa is absolutely incredible. I'm not from this part of the country, and I just wanted to come out and have a fun hike while I was out visiting family, but I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. It's really incredible to stand at the top of the Loess Hills and look out over all of the Iowa and Nebraska farmland. It really just goes on and on and on for miles. So before we go, a few things about the trail. At the very beginning of the trail, there is an awesome observation tower that you can go up. It's right outside of the Hitchcock Lodge. The observation tower is multi-level, and you can just go on up. If you're a little bit scared of heights, it may not be your thing, although I've gone up on fire towers and they kind of make me nervous, but this one did not make me nervous at all. But you can go over and get just amazing 360-degree views all across the park, all across western Iowa, as well as eastern Nebraska. You can even see Omaha from there. Some other things about the trail, you don't really have to go that far to get great views outside of the observation tower. In the central area of the park, you can get great views, but the absolute best views you're going to get are going to be on the southeastern side of the park. So if you go southeast from the observation tower, you will just get the best views you can imagine. And then if you want to go for a little bit longer hike, if you hike along the western side of the park, there's a ridge that just overlooks Omaha, Nebraska, as well as farmland, and the views just go on and on and on, as long as you would like them. But anyway, guys, so happy I came out and hiked this trail. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and smash that like button, as well as subscribe to my channel, because that really does help out, guys. But as always, make sure to stay hiking and stay safe. See ya. So right now I am on a very cool trail. It is the Iowa West Foundation Equal Access Trail. It is a boardwalk style trail that goes over the Loess Hills that offers access to people who want a little bit easier of a trail, as well as those with disabilities. They can come out and they can get amazing views over the Loess Hills. So this is an awesome trail. I wish more nature areas would have accessible trails like this.